Alright y'all, here I am again working on this dog. Today I'm going to be working on the in-betweens. So I've already done this whole animation. I can just play through it if y'all want to see it real quick. I have my real dog in real life knocking my camera around. Hi Snowy, hello. Hi buddy. I just played with y'all, so y'all are gonna have to wait until after this stream. Yeah, so I finished doing all my key poses, and now I'm gonna go through and do in-betweens. And I'm animating on twos, and just kind of the way that quadrupeds work, you can see, I'm gonna back this camera up. You can see my timeline, like I already have keyframes on every other frame pretty much, because the way quadrupeds work, the front and back are separate walk cycles. And so to hit all my like contact and passing poses for the front and back legs, I had to pretty much have a keyframe on every other frame. But yeah, we can go through and start breaking this down. This is going to be a fun one because I'm going to be going back and forth between using my mouse and actually drawing. I'm going to put on my dorky ass little drawing glove real quick because we got to have that. Gotta have these bones on my hands, so let me back this motherfucker up. See what we're actually doing in here. There we go. What up, Adeline? Cool. So I'm just gonna let this play through one more time. And the way we'll work is we'll just go one pose at a time, like one key pose to one key pose. So this is a key pose. This was when we can first see the dog on screen. And we're going to be going from this pose to this pose. You can see there's only 4 frames in between, so my breakdown is going to be super easy. I'll still do a timing chart anyways. All I can really look at right now is kind of the like nose position. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So the first thing I'll need to do before I can actually do any actual puppeting, any actual posing, is go in and do my timeline breakdowns. I'm gonna see, maybe this will read a little bit better for the people on TikTok, they can see my hand while I work. Not so bad. Cool. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. I wonder if we can like have it to where I can actually see shit. Yeah, cool. What up, your girl NY? I'm just animating this dog. About to do the breakdown. Like the live. Oh, I appreciate you liking it. What up, Kaylee? Just animating this dog. About to do my time chart breakdown for this first pose. So we working pose to pose. Your girl NY, I appreciate you. So we're going to be going from here to here. And the first thing I'll need to do, I mean, it's kind of silly because I'm only, like, it's literally only going to be one pose in between, but I'm still going to do my time breakdown. So I'm going to come in here. I got a little distracted. Before I can even start drawing, I'm going to come into my node view. I'm going to insert a new drawing layer, which is a Control R for the shortcut. I'm going to call this shit time chart. Welcome everybody, found a bucket, everybody joining in. Man, your girl NY, I appreciate all the hearts, you're killing it. Ashley, fan to you. Welcome, welcome. I'm just animating on this dog. I should do all caps, that's how I've been naming shit. So we'll call this our time charts. Go ahead and add that shit. Where did it add it? Cool, and I'm going to, man, I'm probably just going to plug this down into the main composite down here. It don't really matter. What up, guy TikTok? Oh, everybody's gone. Dang, I appreciate you, girl NY, coming in, throwing me some hearts. What up, H? So, okay, I got my time chart. I'm going to throw a peg on this over in my node view, so Control P. I'm going to grab that peg. come up to my top here. This is where I have my coordinates. So we have X, Y, Z. If you don't see this up top on yours, you can right click up here and just check that little coordinate property. And then I can take this peg and I can just give it a really high value, something like 5. So I know I'm always drawing on top of this shit. What up, Jonathan? So now I got this on here. I'm actually gonna double check. I'm just gonna open up my coordinate control points window and just make sure. Yeah, cool. This is my first time using this little window up here, so I'm pretty excited about it. What up, lovely Ange? What up, everybody just joining in? I'm just working on animating this dog. Cool. So this drawing layer is made. It's on top of everything else, and now I can go in and I can actually start drawing out my timing chart. So for the other ones, I'll probably do like a classical. Oh, dogs are going crazy! Shutting them out. Goodbye. See you later, dogs. I'll talk to you soon. But I was just saying, for the other poses, I'll probably do like a classical timing chart up at the top. But for this one, since it's just one pose I'm breaking down, I'm just going to start right in with my arc chart. So I'm going to come grab some different color. Ideally something that's not on the screen. Ooh, what up, Trenton? These dogs barking in the background are perfect content. We love it. Oh man, that's huge. Let's go over to my tool properties. Turn this way down. So we have this here. I can just hold shift so it's nice and straight. Come over to my next key pose. Do this here. And I can actually hit F5 to extend the exposure. So, because yeah, that definitely created a new drawing, and I want to be on the same drawing layer for now. Sick. What up, Steve? What up, Ashley? What up, Manuel? Just in here animating, doing my breakdown chart right now. So we got this here, and we got this here. I'm gonna want to fix those because look at that. That's like not very nice. I guess I could do something like that for my arc, and I'll probably cheat it so that he kind of hangs back off the screen and then pops in. So that one in between pose is gonna be something like that, is where that nose will be aligned. I'm just gonna check real quick. Yeah, so this breakdown, I already did the lip sync, and like honestly I should have done the lip sync last. Would be the proper way to go about this, but I didn't. I already did my lip sync. But I'm holding the same mouth shape on both these frames, and I don't have the body parts in the right place on this frame, so I'm actually just gonna go ahead, come down to my puppet and grab. I'm gonna hit 9 to open it, 0 to collapse it. I'm gonna grab my peg. Oh, what up, Lee? What up, Alan Pwitz? What up, Crafts with Ray Pay? What up, Lee? Appreciate y'all joining in. I'm gonna grab this entire puppet. I'm gonna hit Control C. I'm gonna hit Control V, and then I'm gonna move this into place. I'll probably, so I can just grab this, and if I want to like really sell the illusion that this head is turning a little bit, I can probably stretch the face out on these first two frames. So right now I'm just doing my lazy pass, which is just kind of getting stuff into place. Let's break down that leg as well. So I'm going to go back to my time chart layer. I'll grab a different color for this. We'll go like red. So this is where it ends up. This is where my wrist ends up. And we don't really see it before that. This is kind of where it's falling naturally. I'm guessing it'd probably do something like this in between. It might already be up in motion, but this is just going to kind of help me place where this should be. So probably something like that. Or actually, no, it'd be arcing up the other way. I'm tripping. So let me think about the arc that would take. It's just kind of a terrible arc right now. It probably, Yeah, I'd come up and then back down. Let me see where this actually ends up after this on that contact pose. To be honest, I could be doing this as my keyframe too and breaking down in between this, but I don't know. We're just gonna go one pose at a time, how I drew it out. So this is gonna, yeah, come around like this. How I guessed the first time, and I gotta just think about how the wrist would actually make it to one of these positions. I wonder, I'm gonna cheat everything else back the other way. So this is gonna be similar. So that wrist is actually gonna be all the way back there, which means I don't think we would see it, which is good news for me. And I should select this the right way, so I'll grab the lowest thing on my hierarchy, hit B a couple times. And yeah, it would like start to lift up and be whoa, what do we have selected here? Let's try that again. Hit B, grab my hierarchy, shift down. What up, Christopher Zebo? Just animating this dog. Yeah, I don't even know. It'd be like right there or something. It'd be, well, actually, this would be probably the other direction too, because it'd be coming up. So, what up, Christopher Zebo? What up, Callie? What up? Who's watching? Who's in this bitch? What up, Kingdom? We out here animating this dog with a puppet. I've spent weeks of my life rigging, and the leg would be coming from like perfectly straight, breaking, something like that. So I think I'm just gonna hide it. I just don't think it's gonna be on camera at all. It's gonna look something like this. Boom. Leg comes in, dips. So to sell this 2.5D a little bit more, and I'm gonna do the same 4 passes every time. Oh, what up? Period, you ain't got no username, but welcome to the stream. Same 4 passes every time. So this is my lazy pass. This is just like my arc chart, and then I will do my 2.5D pass, which is the fake. Let me make sure that's right. Yeah, which is just like faking the rotation of the head. So for this, I'm gonna grab the whole face peg. What up, Abdul Wahab? Welcome. I'm just animating this dog. I'm stretching his face out to fake a little 3-dimensionality. Where is my face peg though? What the fuck? Oh, there it is, all the way out here. I'm just gonna drag this in here and scale this out a little bit. And then let me think about this. If the head is rotating towards us, the back of the head's gonna be going this way a little bit. Boom. And then it should snap back to skinny. So I might even, where are we going from here? Rotates down. I think I'm gonna push the 2.5D on this other key pose a little bit further. What up, Cha-Cha? What up, Burger? We just in here animating this dog, squashing this face to fake some 2.5D. So, alright, those are our first 2 poses. That's our first breakdown, and I'm animating on 2s, so we're only doing drawings on every other frame. This is kind of interesting right here, because I have maybe 1 more keyframe than I want. If I want a drawing every other frame, these should all be on even frames. So like right now, this drawing is going to hold for 3 frames instead of 2. I don't think anybody will ever notice, so I'm just going to not worry about it and keep working my way through this. These 2 poses aren't going to get broken down because they're already on every other frame. Again, this drawing will hold for 3. Maybe I'll come back and change it at the end, but after that, it's all pretty strategic. So all these drawings in here are already on 2s, which means I don't need to worry about them. I actually, before I start moving on and getting all crazy, I was talking earlier, I do everything in 4 passes. So first pass is this lazy pass, we do the breakdown charts. Second pass is the 2.5D pass. The third pass is the secondary action. So this is where, like on this, I'd pay attention to the ears. So like, these definitely can, you know, come more like this. Oh shit, that's the wrong frame! They can bend down in the direction we were coming from. So I'm just going to rotate these ears down to give them a little bit more follow through, and then you can see, boom, as this pops up, those ears pop back in response to what the body's doing. And I might even have them like overshoot a little bit, and we'll do a 1 pass settle, and then on this next frame in between here, they can pop back up. And we can see, let me, I'll just put my stop, like right here, or my start, pardon me, and my stop, like right here. And then when I play this on a loop, we can see how that's looking. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, but I like it. I think it only needs 1 pass. Those nice little bouncy ears are a nice touch. So alright, I've done my lazy pass, I've done my 2.5D pass on the face to try to fake some 3-dimensionality. And then the last pass I'll do is the squash and stretch pass. So for this one, I'm thinking like maybe everything, I'm just gonna grab the whole fucking rig. I'm thinking everything in this rig could, let me grab my pivot point, squash a little bit when he comes down here. So just down a little bit like that, and then up at the top we'll do the exact opposite. So let me get my, oh, pivot point didn't move, that's great. I'll just pop this up, and now it's down, pops up, cool. And now I'm just gonna wash, rinse, repeat this same little breakdown process for everything. What up Pac-Man, what up Yuski, what up Urbex, what up Ariana, what up Burger? Thank y'all for joining in. I'm just animating this dog. Yep, I like that little ear bounce. I think that's a nice. Let's maybe I'll increase my stop just so we can kind of see it a little bit better. Yeah, it's subtle, but I like it. So okay, so now we just go to the next motion. So I'm going to go ahead and take my time chart and just go ahead and make a new drawing on this frame. I think, let me make sure that's what I want to do. Yeah, I think so. And we can still see that breakdown if we need to. I could always like plus or minus to extend the exposure, get it back. So, oh, whoops, there we go. So now I'm just going to do the exact same thing, except, nope, only 3 frames here. Only 3 frames here. Maybe I'll fix those later and break them down. So, okay, we can go from, yeah. Next we'll be going from this pose to this pose, which, oh, this is the roughest one of the whole animation. This is gonna be tough. So alright, let me first of all, let me like refocus the live so y'all can see what I'm actually fucking doing here. So same thing, let me see what all is moving. Alright, the far foot is not moving. Those back legs are moving like fucking crazy, so I'm gonna have to break down both those. Definitely the nose I want to break down. Put on my time chart, I guess what I really mean. Yeah, and it's only gonna be 2 frames in between. So alright, and I'll go ahead just for the sake of the stream. I'll actually, let me make sure I got my chat pulled up everywhere. I'll actually go ahead and draw out a little time chart for this one. A little time breakdown. Just that, make sure. Cool. So, for my timing chart, I have, what frame is this? This frame 54, and I'll go ahead and change my start to 54. Whoops. And I'll put my stop over here. Great. I don't know why my start's being so finicky. And then up top here on my time chart, I can go ahead and I'll just grab a pin. This is 54. That maybe I'll use something thicker just so y'all can see it. So I can see it later if I need to reference the stream. So boop, boop. We got 54. Whoops. We got 60. And we got 2 frames in between to work with. And I honestly, like, this is such a crazy change. I really need to think about it. Boom. So lands. And then pivots. How would we want to do this? I could do a hold for a couple frames and then just snap over, but I think it'll probably give us more clarity. God, I wonder, I think my breakdown is gonna end up just being, let me extend the exposure on this. I think it's gonna end up being just like 56 here and 58 here, essentially. I don't really know if there's a better way for me to do it. And I could just do, I mean, I honestly could just do like a hold and then have it snap way over, but I don't know. This is definitely the jankiest part of the animation right now, so I really gotta think through it. But I think that's about what it's gonna be. And then am I gonna have like some anticipation? What would that even look like? I guess I could do like an anticipation pose and then I snap all the way over, which honestly might be the move. So alright, before that, let's just go ahead and break down everything I need to break down on my time chart. I'm going to go ahead, just grab that color green again, because that's a pretty nice one. I'm going to reject this call on my phone so it doesn't interrupt the stream, leave me alone. And then, yeah, let's start with the nose. That's too big again. I wonder if I just do a lighter stroke. Yeah, that'll be alright. So we're going from here to here. I might need to change this pose a little bit, because that's, I mean, gosh, not very extreme. I wonder, you know what, I might just say fuck it and change this pose right now to get a little bit nicer arc. So I'm going to go ahead, hit B a couple times, climb my way up the hierarchy. Where's my head peg? Just do something like this. Would that be better? Might even be worse. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a down arc. Dude, you know what? Here's the easiest cheat right here. So I'm just gonna grab this nose. I'm just gonna grab this whole ass nose. Oh, what up? What up? Whoever joined, I lost your name. But welcome to the stream. I'm animating this dog real quick. I'm gonna go back to my time chart. Delete this. Grab my pen. This is gonna be just a little easier to in between. And I might have to grab that far pupil and just snap that shit back into place. Where is it? There we go. Just somewhere we can see it so it looks a little bit nicer. And then go back to my time chart. Our curves, yeah, our arc is going to be something like that. And we're going to have one close and one on the other side. So I want some anticipation. Well, no, because we just came around this way. So would I want anticipation? Because he's still technically like spinning in the same direction. I mean, he could pull his head back and then snap forward. But I just don't know about that. I just don't know about that. I mean, 90% of the time, I would just like put anticipation no matter what. But I don't know if peeling back when all the momentum has been coming around this whole time would make sense. I just don't know about it. I just don't know about it. I really can't decide. Let's just try it. You know what? Fuck it. Let's give it some anticipation and just see what happens. So, and then we'll do the far timing over here. So, this is actually going to be, I'm going to delete this. Boom, boom. 56. And this is anticipation. Cool. I can just continue that curve. It needs to be just barely, it needs to be smaller than the distance between those two. So we'll do, you know, something like that. And even that's probably too much, so I'm just going to grab this move tool and come in. God damn it. I'm going to use my arrow keys to get us into place here. Sweet. Yeah, cool. And I'm going to break down all the other limbs too. So, let's see here. We got this. We got this. Yeah, we use different shit for all these. God damn, I gotta break down a lot of parts on this one. And then I will come here. So that's the white one. I think that would be like this, to be honest. The anticipation for this one will actually come out here. That's too big, but let's see here. Whew, fuck. Shit, look at that. Oh my god. That's terrible. What? Oh man. I wonder if there's something else I can try to look at besides the ankle. Like I might break down the knee joint instead, cause fuck. The arc on that. Yeah, this is just gonna be such a weird. Yeah, like what would that even look like? Something like that? Maybe. Yeah, because it's gotta like come towards us. This is gonna be fucked up. This is gonna be so messed up. So anticipation, it's gonna be something like this, maybe. Do something like that. Something like that. Oh, this is the worst breakdown. This is gonna be so fucking hard. And then this, okay, but this is actually just like a normal arc. So let me think about it. And then it's going down. Yeah, so I think, and where does it end? Oh, oh, so it'd be like, something like that. It's curving all the way around, and I might want to fix that shit. No, that hand doesn't move, so I'm not gonna fuck with it. That's already locked in. That's already locked in. It is what it is. It is what it is. So anticipation, I think it's just gonna stay in the same spot or like smush a teeny tiny bit, and then God, the other one's gonna be like right there or something. And I think that's gonna be my whole breakdown. So let's go over here. This will be our anticipation frame. I'm going to grab the entire model. See if I can just like skew this nose into place. Maybe up a little bit. Oh. Yeah, that's close enough. So that's good on the nose. This ankle, let's see here. Let's put this leg like all the way oh no! What happened to my pivots? Alright, I'm gonna undo. moving the whole thing. No, I can't. Ah, I'll be alright. I'll be alright. I'll just move them where I need them to be. But that is concerning. I don't know why the fuck it's doing that. And probably just because I moved the body peg, you know, like inherited that information. And yeah, I think I wanted to go straight a little bit. Something like that. I'm gonna grab. We'll have the butt kind of scooch that way too to accommodate. That's way too severe of an anticipation. Like that red line should actually be more like here. Even more than that. I'm gonna just arrow key it over. Oh, my little dog is crying. She thinks it's dinner time, but it's not. Not yet. I'm going to grab. This will kind of come in this way. And I wonder, let me see, it looks like it gets maybe a little bit more bent like the other one, yeah, so same thing, I'll just want to straighten it out a little bit, something like that. And now we can see anticipation, yep. Maybe this, like, maybe this like bends a little bit to show that anticipation. Something like that. We gotta fix that tail. So that's good. This wrist, I mean, I don't like, we could squash this a little bit, oh shit, from here. And that'll kind of give us a little bit of that bend I was looking for. And then yeah, so the head's gonna like twist back a little bit. That'll be my 2.5D pass though, actually. So I should just get everything on this frame next. And it's gonna be easier to work from this pose. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit Control C, come over where I need my key, hit Control V. My dog's going crazy at the door, so I'll go ahead and let her in. Hello. I'm still working. Still not time for play or food or anything. Just so y'all know. Just so y'all know. And chill the fuck out. Alright. So for this one, we're gonna start the same way. Just get this nose where we want it to be. Kind of shear the rest. Oh yeah, look at that. Easy. Skew that over. Very nice. Let's look. This. The green one's interesting because it's going to be kind of a like foreshortening 2.5D moment. So I think what I'm going to need to do is grab the whole forearm. I'll hit Control Alt to align it with my bounding box. And then I'll kind of bring it in give it something like that. And I might fuck around and add an overlay potentially. Let me think about this. And actually we can grab the whole arm and rotate this back as well. And then I think I can kind of rotate that into place. And I might go ahead and just, that's pretty close. So let's see here. I'll hit Shift X to snap this back to the appropriate. Man, the TikTok live focus sucks. The autofocus really sucks, but I guess it's kind of hard when I'm zooming in and out. Let's see, let's just play through this. It's so fast. It's kind of working though, to be honest. Alright, so now we just gotta look at this funky ass little knee down here. Actually we can do the back leg first. So this, let's let me grab it from the other view where I can still see it. And this, yeah, it's just gonna be kind of like that, I think. I can probably rotate that a little bit. I mean, okay. And then this is also, let me think about it. Because what it's actually doing. It's dipping down and coming up. I'm trying to think if it moved towards us and then like away from us again. I don't know, it's getting closer the whole time. So let's just go ahead and start by rotating it down. I can maybe just squish it a little bit like that. And then what if this is a little bit like more bent to kind of hit us on that line. God, I might just move it down. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. And I'll give myself a little bit more breathing room than what I'm looking at right now. So I'll hit my start like right here and my stop like right here. And let's just, yeah, I mean, I like it. I like it. It's looking alright. So that is our breakdown. Alright, so that's our lazy pass. Pass 1. Second pass is the 2.5D pass. So if the head is moving up this way, we would want the face to kind of rotate the other way. So what I'll do is just kind of grab the entire face peg again and put it the direction I'm trying to fake it. Whoops. And I'll like, actually this might be getting wider if it turned toward camera from this angle. So maybe actually what I do is this kind of widens a little bit. Let me think about this. I mean, the nose especially will just like do something like that. And it's rotating. Let me think about this. Good. You know what? Moving this cutter and kind of rotating it might help a lot. Same if I just like, so let's see that. Cool. The back of the head would disappear a little bit, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and animate this noggin deformer just a little tiny bit. Come on now. What in the fuck? What is happening? Why can't I animate my deformer? Come on now. What? Ah! God has abandoned me. It's just, I'm just kidding. That's just a joke. But seriously, what the fuck? Why can't I animate my deformers? Is it working on the other views? No. What on earth? Let me it just straight up will not let me grab my deformers. I've never had this issue. I might have to shut down the software and open it back up because this is unworkable. This is crazy. This is fucking lunacy. Yeah, fuck, that sucks. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead, I'll iterate and save this. I have literally never seen this issue before. How much time am I at in this stream? I still got another 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll go ahead and save and open it back up and see if we can just get it to work again. That's crazy. That sucks. Oh, things were going so well too. Things were going so well. Oh, look, it doesn't even want to save now. It's taking for fucking ever. It's taking for fucking ever. Ooh, this is great content. Oh shit, it's really not saving. Uh-oh, I might be redoing everything I've been doing. Ah, there it goes. Okay, it's good now. You know, let me just see if this works now that I saved it. Can I grab a handle? Nope. I just literally can't fucking... But I can still move things around. Alright. I'm gonna close this and open it back up because this is not how that is supposed to work at all. Sometimes you just gotta turn it off and turn it back on, you know? Ooh. And sometimes I forget that my shoulder's injured, and when I move it like that, and it clicks, and it pops, and it hurts. Ah! Alright, let me, fuck, that sucks. I fucking hate when I do that shit. Or I'll, like, try to open my car door, God forbid, with my bum arm. It feels like I get stabbed. It's so cool. Alright. Alright, what was I doing? Hold on. This pose with the deformers. Yeah, look at that. Now it works again. That was bizarre. Truly bizarre. So the back of the head gets a little bit more invisible. Is rotating up this way. The front of the face would get a little bit more visible, so maybe that would come out a little bit. Let's just see here. Well, not really all that convincing. I'm gonna stretch it out more, just see if that helps. I hate that my pegs are so far off. Back of the head will have to move a little bit. It's like the ears will go opposite direction of everything else. Could like do something like this, so you can see like less of that face. Fuck, I gotta do it on the right keyframe though. Let's delete those. Now it kind of looks like he's turning his face towards us a little bit. This nose is still kind of killing us. I almost wonder, like, if it should be just like a bit shorter to kind of fake like it's coming towards us. Yeah, there it's actually like turning. Okay. And then the 2.5D here would be, let me think about it. It'd still be back the other way. So, same sort of thing. We would see a lot less of this nose. Or like it's just like less like pointier, and this would be kind of more actually facing us. And then let's grab the whole thing. Grab that godforsaken peg. It's because I never used my master peg to like put everything into place at the beginning. So and we would see a bit less of this side, and we would see a bit more of the front side. God damn it. Control C, Control V, delete that keyframe. I think we want to, because we could also, what else could we do here? Coming up this way. We could maybe kind of fake this angle a little bit. No, that ain't right. So here, it's coming around. Whoops. Maybe something like this instead. That's coming down, that's coming around. Yeah, let's push that up. Like both these angles can be kind of extreme like that. And maybe we even like pulled this side out a little bit. Yeah. Okay. I think that's okay for a 2.5D pass. I will. This is kind of throwing me, so I'll just grab that mouth and rotate it on that last keyframe. And then we have, let's see what we have here. Let me turn off my time chart so we can actually fucking see what's going on. I think this has to come around and down a little bit to sell that. That's what's fucking me up, I think. This is not following the perspective of everything else we have going on. Oh my god, I did it on the wrong frame again. No! Okay. So... yeah, and even, honestly, like even like this would probably get a little bit bigger than that. And then this can come in like that. And then... yeah, now it's like it's turning. Eyes can be... oh shit, whoops. Eyes can be squished a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Boom. Boom. Turns. And at speed. Cool. So that's our lazy pass. And now we can do our... or actually that's our lazy pass and our 2.5D pass. And now we can do our secondary action pass. So let's come in, we go here, and we go up. And this definitely will come forward a little bit for that anticipation. Snaps back. Should continue to snap back. Bam. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, dude. Something like that. Boom. Boom. It's nice. And the question is, do they need to settle? Where am I going from here? Fuck no, there ain't no time for a settle. If anything, they need to just keep snapping back more and more, because this next frame's not getting broken down at all. This is already just 2 frames later. So, yeah, dude, even more than that. Let's see what that looks like. And honestly, let's just see what the whole animation looks like. This first 2 seconds. Turn off my time chart. Yeah. Okay. Before I lose the thread entirely, we still gotta do a squash and stretch pass. So, did our lazy pass, we did our secondary action pass. We could look at the legs for some secondary action too. Like, it doesn't have to just be all the ears, but I think we're doing alright there. I think, yeah, so just our squash and stretch pass. And I honestly kind of think... Is there a fucking overlay on this? There's not an overlay on this, is there? No, it's just some terrible patching. Why? The fuck is that? Is there an overlay on this? No, it's just a weird ass. Oh, it's cause every other view there's like an overlap on that outline, so I'm just gonna arrow key this stuff into place. Let's make some real slight adjustments before I keep going on. Alright, cool. And this is coming up, so we better get this party started. Go find my pivot point. Yeah, definitely the next time I do this, I'll start by grabbing the fucking master body pin and just like moving my puppet close where it needs to be. Because otherwise, this master pivot is fucked. Oh my god, and I just lost it, and I'm gonna have to move it again. You bastards. Okay, so for this, anticipation, we can go, make sure this is all the way at the bottom so my feet don't get fucked up. We can go up a little bit, and we can shear a little bit. So, boom, stretch. I might squash this a little bit. Which way are we rotating? Let me think about this. Up. Yeah, maybe I just... Like, honestly, the only things that would get stretched whipping around like that, I'm gonna just, like, make this tail longer and more extreme. And then this is a dicey move. But I'm going to kind of stretch and skew this leg and this leg in the direction they're coming from. And I wonder, let's just see how that looks. Let's put our start back, like right here. It's moving so fast. Just this whole animation, just so frantic. I mean, it kind of makes sense with the sound. But it's, yeah, I mean, it's just really big moves. I think that's looking okay. I think those ears snapping back feels really nice. I just don't know about the squash and stretch and like the anticipation. If I should even have the anticipation at all for this move. Let me change my stop again, or my start. You can't even really tell that he's doing it. But to be honest, when I hit play, like, it looks nice. All this is looking pretty nice up through what I've done so far, so I won't fight it. I'm just always thinking about ways to push that squash and stretch farther. And I think I am tapped out on this move. And it's actually been an hour. Oh no, I didn't update my titles before I started streaming. This is ToonBoom. One of these days I'll get this right and won't do it live on the stream. That's fucking hilarious. Again, I did it. ToonBoom Harmony. Let's just call this like in betweening a quadruped puppet. I'm so mad. Oh man, watch me in between this dog puppet. It's way easier to do this on Restream while the shit is still live than it is to do it on YouTube later. Watch me in between this dog puppet! Exclamation point. Update all titles. Great. Just right on time, right as I'm about to end the stream. It's perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. Yep, sweet. Okay. So that's good. I may or may not come on to finish doing my in-betweens on another stream. I mean, all this stuff is going to be like the more interesting, more fun in-betweening, but the process is going to be the same no matter what. Like all this, like look at that, that's like 30 fucking frames I have to in-between. Although some of that can be held, hold poses. And when I do have a hold, my timing chart's going to look a little bit different. So, yeah, I'll probably do the rest of this live tonight. But for now, I'm going to go feed my dogs and play with my dogs and take a nice little brain break. I would go for a run if my shoulder wasn't potentially torn. I'd go for a run and do push-ups and sit-ups and stay in shape, but instead I'm just waiting on workers' comp to schedule an MRI before I do anything with my life. But that's cool, it's more time to stream. Alright, I'm not showing y'all anything at this point. I need to fucking end this stream. So I'm gonna hit save. Love and peace. I will be back on later, maybe, to keep on in-betweening, but we'll see. To be determined.